Hi, this is Coralla at CorallaFicklin.com, WelcomeNetwork.com. Welcome is spelled W-Y-L-C-O-N-E, network.com, and you come in and we have a network of all different sites. Now, this is it's not going to be the easiest video to do because I'm going to try to explain something that up until now I haven't found very easy to explain, at least by video, because I've taught this before and I love teaching homographs, but I usually do it step by step, and while I'm doing it I'm interacting with the students, or let's say we're interacting. With a video there is no it's me speaking and you later on listening. Homographs are challenging, and I've touched on homographs before, but this time I want to do a video in much more detail and to talk about the homograph cards that you can get, cards of homographs that you can get at the website istudycards.com, istudyguides.com. And the cards are very detailed. They're color-coded in the sense that it tells you the word, if the word is a noun or a verb or an adjective or an adverb, because the part of speech a lot of times it's very important to help you with pronunciation. Let me just give you an example. And so this is going to be over a series of videos. I'm not going to be able to do this all in one video. So let me just give you an example. When I say color-coded and part of speech is very important. If I give you the word T, if you have a pen, pencil, or paper there, this might help you to write it down. If I give you the word T, E-A-R, I'll look at that word and I might give you the pronunciation, the first pronunciation that comes to mind for whatever reason. And then I might say no. But if I were to give you T-E-A-R and I tell you, and I said, well, is there anything you can tell me about the word so I'll know how maybe to pronounce the word? And then I'll say, well, its primary part of speech, what's in my mind, the primary part of speech is a verb. Then I'll say, to tear. Or I might say T-E-A-R, and the primary speech, the primary part of speech is a noun. Then I'll say, oh, tear. So the part of speech tells me at least enough information so that I can have an idea of how to pronounce it. Because otherwise, I might look at the word and I'll say tear. Someone else might look at that same word with nothing to give you any kind of hint, and that person might say tear. The reason that I can pronounce it tear or tear is that all vowels, certain consonants, and I don't want to say all diphthong or letter blends, but let me put it this way, 90% have more than one pronunciation. And E-A-R, which you can see in a lot of words like fear. Okay, for example, I can't think of any other example right now. All right, and the word ear itself, okay, has two very different pronunciations. One pronunciation is like this right here, ear, but E-A-R also has the same pronunciation as a diphthong as A-I-R, which is air. So if you have two words spelled with E-A-R and one word has one pronunciation and the other word spelled with E-A-R but using the other pronunciation, you have two words that are spelled exactly the same, but with two different pronunciations. So what you have to learn is, how is that word used in the language? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? And the minute you see it used as a verb, because you know, if it's your language, you see and you hear it so much, the minute you see it used as a verb, you already know, oh, tear, to tear a piece of paper, for example. Let me just give you an example. Tear. That's to tear, this. But if you see it in a sentence, and where a word is located in a sentence in English, many times tells you what part of speech that word is, right? Then if you see it's located and you see it's either the subject of the sentence or it's the object of the sentence, then you know it's a noun. So right away your mind goes to ear, tear. Okay. So now, T-E-A-R as tear can also be a noun, but I said it's primary use when you think of verb, because you can also use tear, right, in English, and you can say the tear in her dress. Okay, so you have to be a little bit careful. Now, what I do in the cards is I give you the primary definition, okay? But I also give you secondary definitions. So, color-coded, telling whether it's a noun or it's a verb or whatever. Also, I'll give you the word, color-coded, correct? So I'll say it's a noun. And then under the word, I'll spell the word for you phonetically. So you'll know how to pronounce the word, and you will see how the word is pronounced differently. The word will be spelled phonetically. Also, and I think this is the part that is really interesting, I give you all the different definitions of that word. Some words have maybe one word. Some words will have maybe 1 or 2 or 3 definitions. There are some words that have because they're very important words in English. A lot of them are very old words, very important words in the language. A lot of them are Germanic-based words. They form the core of the language. So they're Germanic-based words, very important words in the language, and all the different definitions of the word. Okay? Now, for example, the word I'm about to give you, and if you have a pen or paper there, pen, pencil, paper, let me spell the word for you. Okay? And I can already give you a hint in the spelling. The spelling is A-U-G-U-S-T. When I'm looking over at the card itself. A-U-G-U-S-T. Now I can already tell you. Now the other word, of course, is spelled the same, but I can already tell you now something that will tell you how to pronounce one word versus the other. A-U-G-U-S-T, and then capital A-U-G-U-S-T. The minute I said capital A, you already know that means, let me see the time. Okay, that means it's the name of a month, of the month. Okay, the 8th month in the year, and that's August. Because you need something to tell you, to distinguish in definition. So if it's capital A-U-G-U-S-T, that's August. But if it's just A-U-G-U-S-T, that's August. Okay. I'm running out of time, so I don't have time to do this. But I'm going to, just like I'm giving a series of, on the affixes, I'm going to give a series on the homographs. You can always come in and download the cards, and you can follow the series. So this is Corella Ficklin at CorellaFicklin.com.